Hey, we have Imperialdramon Virus versus TyrantKabuterimon.
Now, Tyrant is actually a deck that, like, I'm kind of looking forward to it because it's a very unique deck.
Yes.
Like, I think that they really perfected the idea of, like, the bug battle control playstyle, whatever you want to call it.
With a really crazy boss.
Yeah, the boss is crazy. Like, it's 6 cost to evolve, but it's honestly worth it for everything that it does for you.
Yes. And there's lots of ways to cheat it out for less or kind of mitigate the cost.
Yeah.
And the fact that it reduces something by 7, you can potentially free drop like a level 5, which is you're coming out even or ahead there anyway.
On the other hand, we've got Imperialdramon Virus, which is a deck that really flew under the radar. Like, I think it was like the first like ping pong DNA deck they did, wasn't it?
It was
Because that came up before Alter S.
Yeah, I think so. That was before Alter S.
Yeah, and like when we all looked at the effect first, it was like, oh my god, Dragon Mode blows up the field, and then Fighter like runs into something for piercing, and you can't do security options. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say you said it flew under the radar. It's more like it. Everybody was like, "Whoa!" and then it's like, "Wait, this is actually not very good."
Yeah, I guess people thought it would like take off, but instead it just like blew up on the launch pad.
Yes.
So
Really hard to set up for what it's attempting to do, and the payoff isn't that great.
especially nowadays, like
Yes.
the payoff is not that great.
No. But now with the new BT16 line, since the XV and the Stingmon are both a mix of blue-red and green-purple, I believe, you can use them in this deck. The rookies also work here as well, the new rookies. So basically gives the deck more consistency and more lines that it can use, which is pretty important because that was one of the biggest issues with the deck. It's like, okay, you made a red purple, but that's all you can do.
Now, I believe the Imperialdramon pilot told me that he misplayed here. He had a way to get the DNA off, but he forgot that the new Shadramon doesn't do DNA on evolve. I think he had a way to do it, but he like just missequenced it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because now he has two bodies that are not going to do a whole lot.
Yeah, so I believe he evolved into like that promo Kulaga back from the grandest days, and now we've hit Tyrant for 6. So end of turn, he's gonna get to play the Grand Kulaga, which will suspend 2 Digimon,
Brutal.
and then he can now end of turn swing with Tyrant thanks to the baby.
And he can suspend the Grand Kawaga first if he wants to, right?
Yes, he can suspend the Grand Kulaga.
I guess in this scenario it doesn't matter because he doesn't have any aces he has to worry about since he's going to be unaffected anyway.
Yeah, and I forgot, does that Kulaga inherit give piercing?
The Kawaga inherits...
No, it's the memory gain thing. That's right. That's why he gained memory there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And the Grand Kawaga, when it suspends there, he's probably going to give Sec Attack +1 to the Tyrant. So he's going to do... Oh, no, I guess...
Well, no, I think it was a trash security effect. It wasn't a piercing.
Oh, he didn't have piercings. Okay, that makes sense,
Yeah, so... I think even if Imperialdramon could have done the play, I'm pretty sure it would have gotten outed anyway, is the problem. And, like, that's kind of, like, one of the issues with the deck.
And then he would have really no way to deal with Tyrant because...
yeah, literally no way to deal with Tyrant.
No Digimon effects, so he just would kind of die.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the Tyrant player does not have Izzy set up yet, so he doesn't have a way to redirect attack, so he could just swing past him.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Metal Life inherit, so he really can't redirect anything right now. But he's also immune to like whatever Imperialdramon does, so it's like, why does he care? Honestly, Tyrant is kind of a gatekeeper going into BT16. If you can't like out Tyrant, then like you just auto lose to that deck. And unfortunately, we're going to be seeing that with another match that eventually will come up that I won't be commentating.
When you were playing him?
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it, but
Gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, so like we do see the interesting tech in Imperial for Karada. It's actually a really good card for like setting up because he can get things in his hand into trash and he gets to cycle through his deck more. Because it's a very piece and setup reliant deck. Okay, so right here he gets to do something cool. He gets to use New Wormmon on play, evolve into the Shadramon from trash. And now the Shadramon gets to play something out from trash.
That's the promo Shadramon, right?
Yeah, the promo Shadramon. If he had another of the New Wormmon, that on play could have evolved into the Flamedramon in trash. The Flamedramon effect could have DNA'd. So, like, this deck got a lot more ways to do the play. The play just isn't that good anymore.
Yeah. And the other issue is I was thinking about it when you're talking about, oh yeah, the karate tech, you know, so you get some draw and trash. And I'm thinking of like every other purple deck in the game.
Yeah.
where you can just run draw trash lines. And unfortunately here, since you need to run your DNA pieces, you can't just run the really good generic purple bottom end.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another thing kind of holding this deck back.
Yeah, and we get to see Grand Quagga swing, and when he suspends, he gets to gain second attack. Unfortunately, he dies for the first check, so he overflows, so but it doesn't really matter because he can just swing out.
And he had enough memory to not even pass turn there, so. Yeah, pretty brutal. Possible, you know, there would have been a little bit more of a game if he had sequenced that original play correctly, but like you said, Tyrant was just going to beat over it, and there really wasn't a lot he could do from there, so.
And he could have even gotten rid of him through battle, which would have worked around the partition. So, like, he did have the new Dino Bee in trash, so he probably would have set up the partition. But, yeah, it's like I said, like, Tyrant just has, like, too many tools to get around something like that, because they can do it by battle and by bot decking. So the removal is actually, like, really flexible.
If Tyrant becomes popular, we might start having to see, you know, decks starting to run option-based removal again. Well, that's just to get rid of it.
That's part of the reason why Magnet X is good going into this format, because they can afford to play Heaven's Judgment.
Yes.
They can just be like, all right, whatever, drain it 24k.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dead, and then well, actually, you don't even have to kill it. You can, you know, drain that, kill the Grand Quagga, get the overflow, then just swing over like the whatever it would be 1k, 2k, something like that. Depends how many boosts they have, but
it does.
You're gonna be way over that at that.
Oh, you're right. You can drain it by 18
and then just swing over it. Yeah, because it'll be suspended too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just drain it and then kill something else and then beat over it. It doesn't have any battle protection. Obviously, it just gets big.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what else Tyrant does this format or in this tournament. We'll see if it makes it to the finals or not.
Yeah, it's a very interesting deck. So
yeah,
that's it for this one. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you later.